And hello everyone and welcome. As ever, I'm Wolfrip54 and welcome to my little channel here, streaming at you live across the internet. As ever, we're going to continue with our late night howling stream of Banner Saga 2. Now, for those of you that haven't watched any of it or seen any of it, no need to worry. You can go over to my YouTube channel. There is a link down below, and you can watch it all from the beginning there. You can also, if you want to, watch the beginning of the Banner Saga stream, the obviously game before this one, to see how it went out and all that. And obviously, don't forget to subscribe and ding that bell while you're there. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see me live, just go to twitch.tv/wolfreap54. Follow and turn on them notifications so you can get notified when I'm live. And also, follow me on my social media down below. That way you can get an early warning when I'm going to be streaming, which I always do, most of the time. I'm very bad at it at times. Anyway, enough of that, let's get into the game. As ever, we start at the menu because I cannot just get into the game. Yeah, for those of you that don't know what Banner Saga is, it's based on like Norse mythology. And quite a lot of it is very confusing at times, because I've never really know much about Norse, but it's really interesting. It is. I mean, the fact there's Val, the fact that there's there's a load of calamities going on and that, but not going to spoil it all for you. You're going to have to find out what it is. And if you wonder what I mean by in the title, what's in the box, I mean that big box down there at the bottom, just where the start button is. No, I don't want to start a new game. How preposterous. Oh, load. Thank you. Yeah, it must be that one. And hello, Emma. I did notice you say hello, but I was rambling on, I'm sorry. Did you enjoy your fish and chips, you bitch? Oh, you're going away now? Okay, then, because if I called you a bitch, oh dear. Yeah, for those of you who don't, none of you will know, I've tried to start being a bit healthier, and doing exercise in the morning, and eating less junk. So Mrs. here decided, oh, I'm going to tell him I'm going to George's, which is a fish and chip shop, and I kind of went, you bitch, you selfish bitch. I am eating some smoked salmon sandwiches, and that is it. And I can not believe how posh I just sounded. So I think we rested because most of our heroes got injured. So let's see what we've got, because quite a few party members split off from the other group. So now we haven't got a multiple choice, but we've got Bolverk, Folka, Back, who came with us from this group of travellers who decided to join us. Spar, who's a bard, but they're okay, just not the greatest. I haven't found a way to use them properly yet. Bercy, who was with he was one of Matey's bodyguards. Oh god. I hate the bloke, and I should know his name because I always slate him, especially for his really shitty beard. Oh, I'll kick myself when it comes up later. Anyway, Sigbjorn, who was with Bolverk from the beginning, I think. Krumer, who was with our group and is an old-time dirge killer, which are, by the way, like golem-like creatures in this. Ollie, who is one of our mercenaries who decided to throw axes at a bunch of dirge and nearly got himself killed. But yeah, that's the band, and we've got 36 renown, so we can level some of them up. So let's do that then. So we've got Sigbjorn, who has a feather, which gives him +2 movement and -1 aggro, so enemies will not go against him as much. And what's this? Pipe plant gives +3 will on rest, +1 armor on rest, and +1 will outright, so that's 4 will. Damn, that's decent. But you need to be level 6 to use it, so let's level up Bolverk and give him that then, shall we? Yeah, the way they level up is by getting kills, so down below... Ooh, give him an ability. Bear Rage. The Berserker whips himself into a fury, terrifying nearby enemies and sending them fleeing in disarray. Affected enemies are so shaken they suffer a penalty to their defense for 1 turn. The Berserker also counterattacks any blows from enemies brave enough to strike at him. That sounds badass. Especially the part where it makes the enemies weaker, so that when another person hits them, their defense is lowered. Because armor is the main problem in Dirge. So there we go. So he's got 16 kills. So I could level him up again. Jesus. Right, let's put up your armor. Yeah, let's put it up to full. Give you a full armor, boy. There you go. Now let's give you an item. Can I give you an item? Yes, I can. Right. There you go. You're going to have that. So this little gold ring signals tells you that he's got an item. And by the way, if you didn't hear me earlier, I called you a bitch because of George's again. I did explain the situation afterwards. Else should we level up? So we've got Sigbjorn, who's also a level 5, which is pretty decent. Bercy, who's level 3. Kruma, who's 4, and Back, who actually did pretty decently in that fight where I literally only had these 3 in it. And a bunch of random NPCs. Or not, rather playable characters who just were shit. So he's a slaughterer. What does that mean? No, I need the information. There we go. A hog farmer who lost his mind when he lost his wife. He's since regained the ability to live among others, though he talks to his pig sticker spear like a loved one. Kills 8. Okay, so that's a bit of a backstory about him. Don't know what a slaughterer is, but hey, it's obviously a spearman. Sorry, lol. Heard you say it as I walked out the door. You bitch, come back here! You're not allowed to leave. Right, we're going to put up your armor breaking. Oh, hang on, we haven't even promoted you. There we go. Now we're going to put up your armor breaking. And either give you exploit, 10% to cause puncture, or divert. So minus, so plus 5% to avoid armor attack. That sounds a good one to choose. Confirm that. There you go. We'll even promote him again. You know what? Because he's been doing so well, I think he deserves it. Hang on. What if he ends up betraying us? I've been betrayed too many times in the past. Folker, let's level you up, girl. Yeah, little badass with a shield. So let's put up definitely your, because you can't use much willpower, so put that up so you can use more willpower per turn. Confirm it, and there we go. Boom. Got 3 level 5s, a bunch of level 4s, and a bunch of level 3s. Decent. Right, let's get the fuck out of here and actually continue on our journey then, shall we? Right. We've got to find a place to bury this giant box. There was a point where I could have looked into it, but I thought, do I wish to piss off the woman who's charged us with taking this somewhere? Yeah, she could quite easily kill me from a distance with lightning. Ollie, what do you have to say? I noticed the others aren't so good at spotting food, Ollie slurs. It's a good thing I spent some time with that try-giver fellow. Taught me what's what, but I nearly killed myself on those bushes over there, trying to get these. He steps aside to reveal a large basket full of mushrooms. You look at Folker, who shrugs. We need food, she says. Sure, they're okay to eat. Fine, put them in the cart. I don't trust them, throw them out. Fine, put them in the cart. Ollie stumbles a bit while hoisting the basket into the cart and grabs another mushroom for his efforts. Others clap him on the back to show their appreciation. More food.
The miners of Bintal are a rough crowd. Not a bad place to recruit new blades.
The old wanderer fights his way up next to you. Can't see a damn thing in this mess. Guess old Irix hasn't forgiven you yet after all. Shouldn't you have died already? I don't remember there being much to see here. Keep bringing up Irix and you'll cough up more than phlegm. Shouldn't you have died already? Yeah, fuck it. Spire grunts. Soon enough, I reckon. Of course. These old bones won't be formed by mountain brambles, more like. He squints into the distance. There's bound to be more people from Ormsdale trying to find a new home in Bindle, Spar says. crowded towns haven't always been good for us. What's got you worried, old man? There's never been... Excuse me. Never been trouble we couldn't fight our way out of. We're only stopping long enough for supplies. What's got you worried? A bunch of ravens set loose upon a slew of scared men and women is what, Spar says. Won't take much to have the guards after us if they let us in at all. He has a point, but there's little to be done about it. The idea of being around so many others is in such a confined space makes you tense. You crave a long hunt and sleep in solitude. He's a solitary beast, he is, Bulwark. That's a big ass town. Then again, would you mess with all these Varl? I highly doubt it. Men aren't stupid enough. All these people are looking for food and a home. And I'm looking for ale. Is that so much to ask? Oh, Wally, you old drunkard. Still love the scenery in this. Even the little animations of the people walking along are amazing. I bet that scout tower already sent word of us being where. And those bushes down below, the red, the reds and purples mixing into one is bloody brilliant. The snowstorm is worse than ever as you arrive at the walls of the mining town of Bindle. The gates are closed and you beat a fist against them. Open the Fane gates, you shout. From the wall, two menders look down on you, then recede. Soon the gates open, enough for half a dozen well-trained guards to greet you. Their one-eyed captain points and says, "Just you." So the menders are here. Shit. Volker steps to your side. "Not alone," she says. "Get back with the others." "She comes with me." The captain takes a moment to assess the situation and nods before following him through the gate. She bark commands to the other ravens to stay close and vigilant. I think it was a good idea not to go alone, because she has got a wiser head on her shoulders than the Bulwark here, who's just about smacking things in the face. Inside the small gatehouse are the two menders from the wall, a woman with a fancy spear and a cub of a man holding a staff. Bloody hell, he does look young. Valka Zephyr, is it? The Raven Banner? So it seems. But why here? Why now? Just passing through on our way to the Blue River, but this blasted storm caught us. Planned to come back this way afterwards for more work, but now we need some food and a place to hole up. We brought some people with us. They need a new home. I'm sure it felt like the right thing to do, but we're already beyond our capacity here. Are you Bulwark? Bulwark Bloodaxe? Hold your tongue, Nichols. Nichols? Sounds like Psycho punching Judy. Nichols, you bastard! What do you know about me, boy? I've heard all your tales. I can't believe your cold bear cloak is real. Is it true your axe handles are made from your own horns? The old mender places a hand on the young man's shoulder. Wow, I never knew I was travelling with such a legend. You ignore her. Are you in charge here? Where's the governor? The governor left for Aberrang a while back with most of the fighters to settle a dispute. The Mender Council sent me to bring the people of Bindle west as we've heard too many rumours of dirge. More than rumours. We were in Borsgard, saw Bellower, the immortal Sunder. How did you escape? Immortal was a joke. He's dead. Nichols' eyes go wide in awe, but Zephyr looks pensive. What about the great rift that opened between Borsgard and Ormsdale? We managed. Zephyr looks like she wants to press you for more information. Enough! Open the gates for my ravens. Mercenaries will only panic the people. With everyone from Ormsdale, it's all I can do to keep them from stampeding like wild yaks. Threaten to attack the walls? Fine, we'll camp against the leeward walls. Thank you. You will have the assistance of your shelter a Volker and her assistant can give you. Funny, you won't let us in when you're on a job from one of your own. You oh, sorry, I misread that. When we're on a job for one of your own, you snarl at Volker for saying too much. She shrugs in response. I'm not aware of another Volker being out this direction. Who has tasked you? Juno. Zephyr steps back at the name and studies your face for a moment. Nichols, you and the guards see what you can do outside the walls for the people. I'll see to it. Make sure the ravens are comfortable. The young mender nods respectfully to Zephyr and grins at you and Volker before leading the guards through the gate. Oh, morale improved, nice. I'm inviting only the two of you to stay within our walls and enjoy a bit more warmth and comfort. And separate us from my ravens, no. Good, but try anything and my ravens will level this place. No. Suit yourself, but your mistrust is unnecessary. Maybe, but I shouldn't have to tell you about my job from your superior just to get an invitation. No, you misunderstand. You have no job. The Volker known as Juno is dead. Yeah, she's alive again, dickhead. She's a ghost. Chapter 10. Hooray! Are we going back to the other group now? So they made it a Bindal. Are they still in Ormsdale? Back to Alita we go. Leader of the clans. Oh, Jesus Christ, man, you do look a bit older now after that, don't you? Hello, I'm a wise old man. Fucking listen to me, you stupid brat. The once energetic mender approaches, looking both worn and troubled. I'm not sure I thanked you for the time to recover. I've never woven a spell that strong before. Are you sure you're ready to move on? You look... I know, I caught my reflection earlier. It's a more mature look. The mender grins and a hit of his formal youth shines through. Not everyone should have stopped for so long, especially with the ground rumbling like it has. We're all people in need of help here, so... we'll get there no matter how long it takes. Your floating bridge costs a lot of lives. Do you know what the cause of the ground to shake? We're all people in need of help here, so... You've grown up to really care about everyone here, Alita. It's a gift, and I hope you never lose it. He weaves a bit more on the armour. Have you given any more thought to my offer? I think some mending could really benefit you. You consider his offer. Sure, it might really help someday. I'm going to stick with improving my skills as a hunter. Oh, so this is where we could choose. Kind of like, would you like to go into this class or this class? This class has pretty gowns and a massive staff. This one means you'll be shooting rabbits from afar with a bow and arrow. So, what do we think we should do? And if anyone else is in the chat, by all means, let me hear your input. Should we be a mender or a hunter? Type M for mender, H for hunter. Make it a bit quicker. Also, I forgot to ask, how is the sound? Can you hear the game alright? Oh god, itchy leg. And can you hear me alright as well? H. Stay as a hunter. Alrighty then. Give it a few moments more in case there is anyone else in the chat. Though at this late hour I highly doubt there is. I'm very surprised when anyone actually other than Emma turns up for these late night streams. It is a bit late here in England. And obviously if you're in America you've only just probably woken up. Oh, excuse me. Sound is perfect on both accounts. Thank you very much, Emma. Well, guess we're going to stay as a hunter then. Mender silently smiles at you. You know, your ability with a bow will only grow. That and your decisiveness will probably serve you better than my any spell weaving I could teach you. You thank him, and he walks away. And then he goes, "Oh, you fucking idiot!" Oh, zoom in. Look at our little caravan. We've lost so many people then. A scout runs up to you. There's a woman tied to a tree up ahead. Got 4 guards watching her. The strange news draws a good deal of attention from the caravan. The bound woman is ranting and spitting at the 4 guards when you arrive and ask, "What's going on here?" "This here's a witch," one guard says. "Plagued our clan, making everyone really sick. We caught her and brought her way out here." The others nod. "She's to be tied here for 5 days without food or water, then cut loose. Been 3 days so far. But she'll die on her own after that long with nothing to eat or drink," you say. "That's not on us," the guard responds. "But if you want to get her free, we'd be bigger fools than you to get in your way." You consider what to do. "How do you know she's a witch?" Yeah, that's a bit of a kicker to ask. Everyone looks at the woman, who is grinning a toothless grin. She scratches the tree bark and calls out the dead gods one by one. "If that's not enough," the guard says, "she was seen squeezing mistletoe berries into water troughs. Think I heard that makes you sick." The other guards bob their heads in agreement. "If I remember rightly, mistletoe berries are kind of poisonous, aren't they?" Because they're toxic, aren't they? I mean, I'm thinking right, aren't I? You consider what to do. Let her go, she can join us. Let her go, and everyone go their own way. I don't like it, but this isn't our concern. Yes, sir. Any thoughts? Oh, so we can ask someone for some thoughts on the matter. Yes, sir. Yes, sir smiles and saunters towards the tired woman, she's kind of our witch. She says a few quiet words to the prisoner and looks her over before returning. "My suggestion," she says, "burn her, and the tree to the ground." You consider what to do. Can be poisonous to humans, so yeah, she's a bitch to have done that, but doesn't prove she's a witch. Let her go and everyone go their own way. I don't like it, it's not a concern. Yeah. The guard looks shocked and shakes his head. "Foolish idea, and you're on your own with letting her go." All 4 guards run off in different directions. You wave the caravan on and stay behind to cut the woman free. She slumps to the ground weak. You leave her water and a small amount of food. As you walk away, she screams gibberish that chills you, but you don't look back. Oh, we've got 222 Val. How'd that fucking happen? "Easy, boy," a clansman shouts as the ox cart nearly topples to one side. The tamp path of the Eastway Road has steadily turned into cracked shamble. Looking ahead, it only gets worse. Various chasms gape like open mouths. You glance back to Yvid, who looks at you and shakes his head. The entire caravan comes to a halt. "Oh dear, what's going on? We've only just bloody left. We'll be eating our belts before finding a way across this broken road, especially with this many. And there's no telling how far we have to backtrack to head north. Then we'll head south across the Ormsmo riverbed. We can head towards Gurundar and on west. Trygiv appears around Hakon's elbow before coming fully into view. Heading south is questionable. Those people. It's our only option. Why do you say that? Maybe I spent a lifetime there. Plenty of things to eat under logs. But there's also people in the bogs. His eyes go wide. The Skald should hear my rhyme. But what's wrong with heading south? Different ways of living. Old ways. Stick to mud. And cragsmen are less bothersome. I think he's talking about the boggers, the rough backward people of Swartzbog. Drygiver frowns at Ivar. Words like that can find you swollen, filled with poison. He puffs out his cheeks and stares at Ivar. This is why Val tend to keep to themselves. Each human is crazy in their own way. Trigiver hunches over with laughter until he suddenly stops, sniffs the air and marches away. Strange. But it's a fair warning. We're crossing over into lands most of us have never seen. Just because we left those dirge behind doesn't mean we won't have more wars ahead of us. If we had more supplies, I'd say we should stop for a few days and train some of these clansmen to fight. You consider your options. Let's just camp. We'll consider training clansmen later. We need to keep a few remaining clansmen moving, yeah. Ava looks over the incredibly small caravan. He waits for Hakon to walk away before saying anything. It's your responsibility to keep these people alive, you know. There's nothing for you to say. Well, this is the thing. We have 33 fires and only 23 clansmen. The clansmen are the ones that forage for food. I think that's enough for the moment. What we need is more people. I suppose I should thank you for saving me, a woman's voice echoes from somewhere around you. But you left me to rot, and that won't keep the white leaves from piling up at your door. There, someone shouts. You see a woman throw a burning flask in the air, which arcs before breaking on the ground between the ox and its cart. Singeing animal's fur filled the air, and the ox bolts scattering the ruined supplies. When you look back, the woman is gone, but you're sure it wasn't. It was the witch you cut free from the tree. What a bitch! 20 fucking 5 supplies, you son of a horse! Oh God, I should have burned you alive. Once you cross the Omsar riverbed, the wind ceases to cut through the humid air. The darkened sky lets loose its rain, and soon the fat drops of water turn the dirt path to sucking mud, slowing the caravan. Cloaks are pulled overhead, and children and animals are wrangled near the carts. Clansman forage +1. Yay! Fucking bitch. Oh, it's you. Ludin, that's it, you fucking weird boy. I was hoping to avoid visiting this part of the kingdom for at least a few more years, Prince Ludin says. At least others have had the sense to abandon this cesspool. And as arrogant as he sounds, he's right. There are very few signs of life around you, yet you still feel like you're being watched. The lowing of the usually quiet docks indicates the beast's difficulty pulling the carts. You're up to your knees in it when the scouts come to you. Found some stone markers that lead us to a few paths of solid ground over here. He points while shouting over the ox. Uneven and bumpy, but easier than this. Lead the way. Stone markers. We'll stick to the muddy path we're on. Yeah, the man says. Don't look natural. Don't look like much of anything else either. Just some stones marking a path through the place is all I can figure. You would ask Trigiver, but he's nowhere around, probably out gathering mushrooms. Well, this is the thing. If we push on, we're just going to end up getting stuck in the mud. Right, we'll risk it. We're probably going to fight, but there's no other choice. The caravan changes course slowly, but you soon see the low stone markers. Some with sticks tied around them. The caravan pick up speed over lumps of packed ground until a child screams. You rush back to see a boy being pulled out of a hole in one of the mounds. You crossed. Inside, you see blackened, wrapped bodies buried only inches beneath the bog. You're walking across a burial ground. Get everyone moving, Ivor says. There's a chance we make it out of here without anyone knowing we were here. You start urging everyone on, but feel Raga watching you. Or Ruga. Shit. Hey, it was dry ground. How was I meant to know it was a graveyard? Stone markers, fuck's sake, I should have known that. They're all around us, shouts the man near the edge of the caravan, and we're stuck in this mud. Cragsmen have encircled you. The leader steps forth and shouts, "There's no price but blood for crossing through the land of our dead." Shouts ring out. They're preparing to attack. Form a perimeter, try to talk the Cragsmen down, send Trigiver forward to parley. Oh, I don't want to send Trigiver forward, there's only bluff. Form a perimeter. You shout orders and the fighters and Val form up as quickly as they can. Unfortunately, the Kragsmen move through the mud without hindrance, and some lives are lost before your army is even ready. Shit, 23 clansmen. That's all our clansmen gone. Fuck, why? There are more of them trained. There are more of them than trained fighters with you, but smart tactics should still win this fight. Many of your clansmen will die unless you are victorious. The whole bog seems to move with the approaching Kragsmen. Eric, the warden from Strahd, says, I know this sounds mad, but they're bringing battle-trained bears. If we weaken one, I can make it ours. He smiles at your confusion. Ask the governor of Strahd. They're helpful in certain situations. Hakon growls. We could lose our lives and he wants a new pet. You consider what to do. Okay, Eric, but this had better be worth it. We need to clear the battlefield except for one bear, the warden says. Then leave the rest to me. This is crazy, but okay. The battle begins with Eric smiling. Alright, so we've got to kill everything but one bear. Great. Oh, God. Right, so... move you there. I think we're going to need a few of our Val here to fight this because we're fighting bears. Excuse me. I think what I'm going to do, it might be a good idea to take some spear boys with us, so Eric has to go. Because this is the thing, I want to take Yrsa as well, because she's got that fire ability, which could probably do well against this also. Gonna swap her out for move and swap her for Trygiver, who I'm going to promote as well. Promotion. We've got fucking 52 renown, nice. Right, let's put your arm. Oh, actually, let's put that up. Put your armour up. Promote you again, because Trygiver, you've been with us since the beginning. You deserve this. You earned it. Oh, he's got fucking 5 points. I didn't even realise. Right, let's put your armour fully up. Your strength fully up as well. Bingo. There you go. You look amazing, Trygiver. Right, let's do this then. I'm ready to die. Oh, hang on. We can give you a new item. I've just realised that. Right, so Trygiver's necklace, or we can give him Bjornulf's blessing. Knockback on strength 3 +1 strength, or Severus Whetstone plus 20% critical hit chance. Dundra's hands +3 strength +2 will. Go with that. There we go. More strength, the better. Oh shit! I think this is gonna go bad. By the way, this will probably only make sense to you. I opened up my little How to Train Your Dragon mystery thing. Got a really cool white dragon with a nice like dapple blue scales on its back. Put him up on the TV with all my other little figures that I've got there. For those of you on the camera, you can't see, but there's like all these little like nerdy things on my TV just around the camera. I'll put an image up on Instagram so you can see maybe. So we've got a few Kurgsmen and their war bears. Right. Definitely going to... Oh shit, so Swamp Muck. So that, I think that means their movement's going to be reduced, doesn't it? Right, we'll definitely move Yrsa up like, a bit further away, because why is she next to the fucking enemy? Lita, you go with her over... Come on, let me move you. Let me... Why is it that it's not letting me... It won't let me... Fucking... You bloody pain in the arse, girl. Let me... Oh, fine, fuck you. You can go there. Trygiver, I want you in front of her. And my 2 Val, one there, and then the other one. Why can't you move? Oh, I'm assuming that means because of the Swamp Muck. God damn it. Right, can you go there? Perfect, there we go. So at least we got them in position. So everyone's a bit split up, but the two Varl should be able to deal with their smaller guys. And we should be able to just maybe like hold off one there at least. So right. Let's reduce your armour so we can kill you easily. Pretty decent. Oh god. And yes, it's going to be dead straight away. Leave the bear to me. It's all or nothing if we kill it. Yep, yes, it's dead. Well, that was fucking... She was fucking useless, wasn't she? Right. Let's fucking hit the archer, because why not? There we go, got it down to half. Ow, you did one to me. You bastard. Oh, the pain. Let's get rid of one bear and then we'll have to keep the other one alive. Absorbed, so the armour took it. But that means his armour's gone at least. Famed bears, what next? Right, let's hit it for 11. Could have hit it for more, but... So that absorbed most of it, but it's nearly dead, so that's quite good. Right, let's kill this bear and then we can focus on the others. Sorry, bear. I hit a bear behind. Cool. What's cool, what are you referring to? My luscious locks or just the game in general? Right, no, I want to save that for killing this son of a bitch, so... More armour down. Nice. Kill that archer bitch, he's shooting at darkness, and he must live. You will die for that, you absolute annoying girl. Die. Oh, you shitbag using willpower. How dare you? You're not allowed to use that. That's a me trait only. So, impale. No, can't do that because it's not right next to us. That's cool though. We'll get rid of some of his armour. Oh no, you leave Eric alone, you son of a bitch. How much health does he have left? Oh, Eric. Not good, boy. Not good. Got the needle. That's not going to help much. Alright, let's get this guy's armour down because he's being a right pain in the ass. Oh no, the bear's coming. Hello. Rawr. Eric. Yeah, I might want to... So he'll go after Ivor. Let's get his armor down. So Ivor can maybe hopefully one-shot him. Right. Sundering impact. Okay, that did bugger all, but... Holy shit. Oh, come on, Ivor. Kill him. Yes, Ivor. Perfect boy. You beautiful boy. No, Alita. You savage asshole there. I will kill you in your sleep. Stab. For 6. That's some tasty damage. Eric, you need to stay back, boy, before you die. Because if you die, we fuck this entirely. Ooh, hang on. Capture there. Oh, god damn it, really? Could have the bear on our side, this old bloody killing me. Fuck me, I can't speak. Why am I doing... Oh, fuck. God damn, you're a dumbass, Daniel. Oh no! Protected. Protect him. He is the bear tamer. Don't let it hit him on his bare behind. That's his weak spot. That's it. Go for him because you've injured the other guy enough. And yep, try and give a hero of the hour. didn't know he could capture it straight away. That wasn't exactly giving me any hint at all. I'll kill this bastard. Fuck you, you shit. Take that. I'll fucking kill this bear. It's pissing me off. Right, you step back a bit. Guess, fuck you, stupid bear. Fucking asshole. I'm really pissed off at myself. Fucking kill it, you idiots! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're all a pain in my arsehole. Just kill the sodding thing, because it's meant to be ours, but we can't get it because Eric just died. Victory, but with minus 32 vol. Fuck's sake. I am constantly doing bad plays on this. We could have got a bear if Eric hadn't got injured. Well, shit. So
Baldringer's flame welcomes endless war. But why?
Because they're assholes. Hello? Emma? You still there? There's no one but the heroes. No one. Even now, the petrified flames ward off our Varl friends. Oh, Varl. Because I don't like fire. Oh god, my chest. Because of doing exile, it's starting to like ache my body, and my body's like, why are you doing this to me? You asshole, why? Okay, right. Placed upside down in the ground, the petrified roots of a giant tree reach towards the sky. All of our, including Ivor and Hakon, have separated from the caravan temporarily, giving Baldringer's Godstone a wide berth. The giant's presence is missed as you continue to feel watched. Hello. What do you know about Baldringer? Search the Godstone for any items. Call up for rest nearby. Not much, but enough, the Skald says. These flames symbolize Baldringer's love of fire and war, the first being a means to the second. When the Varl were dominating humans in the first great conflict, it was Baldringer who gave the losing side fire to combat the giants. You hold up your hand to halt the storyteller listening through the rain for anything that might be following you. Hearing nothing, Olokin resumes, holding the gaze of his audience. Humans praised Baldringer for the gift of fire, but the god only desired more war. He points towards the distant shape of the Varl. When the giants and humans found peace, this godstone fell from grace. It looks to continue keeping the land scorched. Perhaps its shadow can still kill. Leave this place, grab some fighters and patrol the area. Leave this place. Something about this uncomfortable rainy setting doesn't sit well with you, and you call for everyone to rejoin the Varl quickly. Baldringer, +5 renown. We've got no clansmen, we've got no fighters. Just Varl. Oh. Literally, fucking everyone's dead. The rain finally ceases, but oh, got an achievement there. I only just realised that at the fucking end of it going to-do. Was it the Godstone, Baldringer? Thought it might be that. Oh god, me back. The raining finally ceases, but the wind picks up. You squint into the gusts and have a clear view of the vast plains ahead. There doesn't seem to be much out there. Ivor says, excuse me. His tone conveys wonder and concern in equal measure. Gonda. It looks more like a camp. It doesn't look like a village. We're all fucking dead. The ground shakes again, enough to cause the ox to sweating foxhook on their leads in panic. Out here in the plains, with nothing but open sky above, you feel remarkably vulnerable. Only a few trees around and no mountains, Hakon says in a weary tone. Looks like we only have to worry about the ground opening up beneath us. He shrugs at the look you give him. There is only staying the
Grundar
point.
almost looks forgotten by the rest of the world. Maybe those who live here have forgotten the rest of us too.
Who are you? What the bloody hell's is you? What's that giant thing with horns? Is it a pet? In a field just outside Grundar, the caravan spots several creatures you assume were myth. I don't believe it. Are those... Two horseborn hold simple bronze weapons and stand guard over a few others who look wounded, unable to rise. The size of the caravan makes them nervous. I have to get a closer look. Me too. Ponies. I don't think that's a good idea. Me too. Two of you advance 100 yards, showing every sign of respect and peace. A number of clansmen push closer too. The male horseborn stomps a hoof repeatedly, the female's tail whipping, brandishing a javelin. Damn, the caravan is scaring them. Everyone move back. Go tell the archers to put down their bows. Everyone move back. Your sudden shout spooks the female horseborn. He throws a javelin which pins the ground near your feet. Several archers fire, but their shots are wide. Hold! No more arrows! The male says something in what sounds like a long stream of consonants. The female lowers her second javelin. We just want to help. The male's tail swishes. You help? His voice sounds strained, and his mouth moves uncomfortably around the foreign words. Yes, help. Oddleif steps aside as you wave to Ivid for help. The female looks agitated. She speaks in a strange way. The male responds to her, then turns to you. Help Ruach, and others. I'll try. This is certainly a first. The standing horsemen step aside, allowing Ivid to approach the wounded fighters. We could gain some horseborn allies. Centaurs, you mean? With Ivid and Juno tending to the wounded Roach and other horseborn, the caravan settles down outside the scant town of Grundar. It appears the town is enjoying a small festival. Quite a few clansmen go over the hill to enjoy the sights and sounds, but soon return, looking disappointed. They called us outsiders, a woman says. They don't want us interrupting their wheat harvesting festival. But the merchants don't seem to mind trading. The clansmen soon shrug it off and take renewed interest in the horseborn, some in awe, others in disgust. Bit of horseborn racism here, is there? Now we can talk to Ludin or our horseborn friend here. Right, we're probably going to need more supplies, but we'll probably rest. Get our fighters back in full fighting condition. There we go, everyone's up. Good. Let's go to the market. Use our... Ooh, we've got 49 renown. So, I'm not going to use all of it, but we are going to get some more supplies. There we go, 20 days worth, that will do us. Boom. Still got a fair amount of renown. Yeah, 42, perfect. Right. Ludin, what the fuck do you want, boy? Do you wish me to shave that moustache off? I will happily do that for free. The prince is acting even more standoffish than usual. You and Ivor have caught him staring ahead and twisting at the ring on his finger over and over. Yersa quietly stands nearby. Glad to be heading home? Ludin turns to the two of you and offers a polite smile. Even after that chasm, would it surprise you if I said no? I thought you hated being so far from Aberrang. Is there anything you actually like? It doesn't matter. That's where we're going. Life on the trail hasn't won me over, but it's not all bad. It's even possible that I've learned a few things about leading people while out here. You, Ivor, and Yersa are stunned to hear the prince talk this way. I've grown up in comfort and trained with scholars and fighters. I never known anything else. Saying stuff like that won't make you any friends in this caravan. But that's just it. Among these clansmen I've seen differences. I think I understand them a bit more. That's great, Prince Ludin. Oh yeah, what exactly do you understand? What do you plan to do with this understanding? If we make it to Aberrang without being slaughtered by Dirge, when we make it, I'll talk to the king about my ideas for sharing information. Advisors learning from craftsmen, craftsmen learning from advisors. You've never seen the prince this animated, but then his face falls. I just don't think the king will appreciate my knowledge. Yrsa will agree my father's not what you call open-minded. The king's a hard man. He has to be, but his son is his weakness. Can you tell me about King Mienolf? Mienolf. Mean old fuck. Oh, fuck me. I suppose, but there's not much to him. He's king. He draws a hard line up on nearly every topic. Talking to him is much like being told what to do. In fact, it's exactly that. I used to think the same about my father sometimes. This isn't about it being his son, you'll see. Kings usually have to make hard, tough decisions and stick with them. Maybe someday you'll see why. I know, I just don't think he'll care for my ideas, or on treating with commoners. What would you like to be called? We're all people, Prince, even you. You have a charming way of humbling me. Yrsa rolls her eyes. Just keep an open mind about your father, and the way you'd like him to have towards your ideas. That's something I've never considered before. I'll think on it. As Prince Luna and Yrsa walk away, you feel Ivor watching you. What? When did you become so full of sage advice? Since I started listening to you. Gods, don't start making that mistake. The two of you share a smile before moving on. Oh, happy times. Lovely. Right, let's now go meet our new horse friend. We haven't actually got your name yet, sir. Skethatch. Thank. You glance at Ubin, who snorts and smiles. Skethatch is thanking you for helping his friend Roach. Durdru's the other one, but she's not in a talking with Varl and humans mood. You're welcome. I'd like you to meet Hakon. Scarif swats his flanks, and he bows his head towards Hakon. Varl man's same herd. No, but we're no longer enemies. No, but we won't kill each other. I haven't seen Horseborn in centuries. Last they knew, humans and Varl were at each other's throats. What brings you so far north? What happened to Roach? How did you know our language? Scarif looked confused by the question. So Ubin shows him the map, pointing to Dowlond and Gunda. Food. Our planes break. Hakon snorts. Might be justice. Didn't they kill all the horses, Screever? His ancestors did, yes, but blaming folks for things that happened hundreds of years before they were alive. You may as well accuse these humans around us of starting the Great Wars. You may as well accuse... Oh, what happened to Roach? Roach, brave fighter. Protect food. Hit many times. Hit who was attacking. Scarif says many things in his own language. Trineknich. His eyes go wide as he stomps the ground before pointing west. You look at Ubin. Don't have a clue, but clearly not a friend. Was it the people here in Grundar? Scarif looks at where Hakon is pointing. He shakes his head and points west again. The Varl King's eyes scaver suspiciously. So, how do you know our language? Scarif just stares at you. You talk like us. Where did you learn? Heard a little trade with mans in mud. I think he means our bog friends, the cragsmen. Have you found food? The food you were seeking? Does that mean all the horsemen have come north? Enough for time, I guess. 2 others take to herd in south. Oh wow! I've just realised I thought that was part of his mane around his neck, but it's a fucking flail. It's pretty decent. His hooves scruff the ground during certain words. Just those 2. What about you and the couple? Scarif, Rocha, Drudin. Stay. This herd help. We help it this herd. That might not be wise. Thank you. Scarif nods in a movement that uses most of his upper body. Man, Varl, Horseborn. Same herd. Huh. Funny. Ubin chuckles and you smile while Hakon shakes his head and walks away. So we've gained some new allies. Nice. Does that mean we have Horseborn heroes? I'm just imagining Alita riding on the back of a Horseborn. Not that I'd probably want that because, yeah, you know. Oh, this is Skaefer, who is, hang on, let's view. Horseborn Teulu. So, kind of like, they kind of remind me of like Celts in a way. Like, or like, very like tribalistic, Norse cultures. Roach is also a Teulu. And then we have a Katareth, who is obviously the javelin one. So these two are like the fights. His one's not as elegant. It's got like it's just a rock. And he's got like, I have gold one. I have pure bronze. Fuck you. I just imagine him saying that. Fuck you. Not back on strength. You know what? There we go. Right, you Sketch. Right, let's level some people up, shall we? Yeah, so you could definitely do with it, love, because Jesus Christ, you got fucking clobbered in that fight. You were down in seconds, love. Probably because I haven't leveled you up at all. Robust, so resist 1 strength damage, or archery strike, 10% bonus critical hit. I think making you more robust is going to be the idea here. There we go. Oi. You son of a... There we go. Confirm. There we go. This is now a level 4. Perfect. Now, who else needs leveling up? Your could be leveled up, but Luden, seeing as you're being a decent man for a change, we can level you up, good sir. We're going to put your exertion up, and your armour up. Confirm that, and level you up again. There you go, my boy. Right. Let's put up your armour and your strength. Oh, yep. Jumped out my hand nearly then. There we go. So now, Ludin and Alita. Let's level you up as well. There you go, Miguel. Fucking voice just dying there. Right, so let's put up your strength to full. Confirm and level you up one final time so you can get Overwatch. Alita nocks an arrow and waits. Any enemy who moves within her bow range will be struck by her deadly missiles. Alita sacrifices her immediate attack for the chance to set up attacks against multiple foes. It is also useful defensively since every enemy who comes into range will be hit. Ooh, that does sound good. Must have fuck you. It says I can promote her, but then I have to have 13 to do that. What a load of bloody shit. Right, we're going to save the rest of our renown then. Oh, right. Alright then. I guess we're going to leave then. Because we have no idea of the people we can get. Oh, now that Roach has had a chance to heal, 2 of the Horseborn are heading south to deliver some supplies to their people. What crazy ideas in your head, Screever? With the world falling apart around us, there may not be another chance to trek down south. Listen to yourself, the world is breaking apart. Breaking. Everyone's free to do what they want, but you'll be missed. Oh, okay, Ubin. You're the oldest of the Varl, so I'm going to not stop you from doing this. Remember that when it comes to dealing with Rulgar as well. If he wants to depart, by the gods let him. Then be safe, Ubin, and join us again if you can. You know where we're going. Don't worry about me. Just make sure you're alive to see the thing through to Aberrang. Farewell. Screever says a few goodbyes before departing with the Horseborn. Ah. So our little friend who from the first game's gone. Sad times indeed. Oh God, the governor catches up to you and asks for a moment of your time. His bodyguard is beside him, silent. You, bitch, Why the fuck are you fucking this all up? You don't know how to lead. Let me do it for you. Prince Ludin, stab him. I'm not getting any. It's not getting any easier, is it? It probably won't get easier until we get to Aberrang. Quit fooling yourself, girl. The capital's going to be a different battlefield, but a battlefield nonetheless. Quit calling me girl. We'll see when we get there. Then I'll fight whoever gets in our way. Then quit talking like one. Prepare for hard fights. To be lied to. Prepare for the worst in others. You look at Ruger's guard, Darga. Is he always this cheerful? The man says nothing, only occasionally blinking and to break his stare. Listen, I didn't come over to insult you. Then why does it feel like that's exactly what you're doing? The governor is about to react but calms himself. Get us across the wasteland and try not to picking up any more strays, will you? He sneers in the direction of the Horseborn before leaving you. Oh, fuck off, you racist. No racism in this fucking caravan, otherwise I will fucking knock your head off. Oh, God. What time? How long have I been streaming? A few of the weavers have been smiling more than usual lately, and now you know why. Olo leads children out from behind a car in new costumes. Some have horns on headbands, while one red-haired girl wears a green cloak like yours. A boy wearing a red cloak is carrying an axe. The entire caravan gathers around to watch the performance. The young actors stand behind a stone short wall and discuss an approaching dirge army. As a black cloth rolls across the ground in front of the actors, a young man in red armour stands up and shouts, "Bellower." This is a reenactment of the Battle of Borsgard. Continue watching. I'm not going to have him end it, that's just cruel. A dark-haired girl holding a spear says, "We'll get no help from the governor. We're on our own." A few people in the crowd laugh while Rugger stares at the skulls. The young Rook, Alita and Val run towards the fierce Bellower, attacking and being repelled. Finally, the girl dressed as Juno hands Rook a silver arrow. Rook hugs Alita and shoots the arrow. Bellower roars. Stand and watch the ending. Bellower grabs Rook by the throat and growls. You sense heads in the crowd turning towards you when Bellower and a weaver suddenly snap the caravan's banner in front of the scene like a curtain. As the banner lowers, the young version of you cradles the boy dressed as your father. The other actors stand in semicircle around you and begin singing a familiar tune. The crowd joins in. An impromptu line forms with everyone walking by to lay hand on your shoulder. Morale improved. Plus 10 right now because I stood resolute. Oh, so it's all we've done an hour. Well, we'll go a little bit longer. Scouts report subtle movements around you. We're being followed, studied maybe. It says, can't tell how many. It's like they disappear if you look directly at them. Let me know when you actually see something. Grab some fighters to join you in a patrol. No, let's just... The scout snorts at your tone, realises she doesn't have much with which to argue. She wanders back into the countryside to keep watch. -3 supplies, morale decline, but hey, could be worse. Ahead the caravan comes to an immediate halt. That's the second Thane shoe this bloody beast has thrown in a day, the ox tender curses. It will take some time to see to the ox, so you call for a camp. Ah, perfect. So we can end it here, kind of, afterwards. So here's the dead woman. I am a zombie. Hello. I'm brave. Well, most of the... Oh! What if what's in the box is her dead body? And this is like she's projecting herself. Ooh. Just warn you, I'm likely to fall asleep soon. That's fine, we are going to end it soon anyway. While most of the clansmen sleep or lose themselves to drink, Juno requests a moment to speak with you alone. I'm impressed so far, Alita. You managed to keep your composure through tough situations. Thank you. Not to pain you with further comparison, but you remind me of your father at the Godstone of Sarvus. Determined. What actually happened there? Your father faced down his fears, walking through thousands of dirge to obtain the only weapon that could bring down Belor. That's incredible and frightening. I don't know if I could do something like that. Volker gives you a maternal smile. Neither did he. Do you know patiently what waits your reply? Tell me his death meant something. Why me? Couldn't others learn to lead this caravan? I don't understand how you got involved in all this. I can't do that. Rook's death was unfortunate, but his life was very important. The people he brought here from Skogia, including you, and all the others along the way, after all, they are all dead, the way are being forged into what the future will require. The previous era of peace is over, and one of our survivors has begun. Aberrang may be the best shelter for the coming storm, but the people there are soft, too dependent on society that will no longer exist. Because of the dirge? Partially, but mostly because of the coming darkness that is pushing the dirge. You keep talking about darkness, but no one has ever seen it. You've seen the signs of it. Dirge in numbers, the land breaking apart. It is a force unlike any other. I wish I could say more, but even the Mender Council is ignorant to it. Why me? Couldn't others lead the caravan? I don't understand how you got involved in all this. At times I think it is all my fault, and at others I'm not sure I could have stopped it. She sees your wide-eyed expression and attempts to clarify. How I became involved is confusing at best, but you and I share something in common. We're both learning what we have to do as we go. But only the future will tell of my role is villain or hero. Thank you. I should get back to help the others. Before you go, there is one thing I must address with you. The serpent. The chasm at Ormsdiller and the tremors in the ground concern me a great deal. Yeah, me too. Should that incredible creature ever resurface, do not attempt to stop it. It would take power unseen in ages to affect the serpent. If you see it, run. Her words chill you, and you find yourself nodding to her command. Don't fucking get in its way. Got it. Right, so that's where we're going to have to leave it, I'm afraid, guys, for tonight. After all, I only do an hour of a late night stream because, obviously, I've got to sleep. Anyway, I would just like to thank you all for tuning in. If you do like this, don't forget to obviously follow up above and turn on the notifications so you can get notified of when I'm going live. You can also, if you want to get more early warnings, just follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. There are links down below. I do an early warning before every stream just to give you a warning of when it's going to be, if there's any scheduled times, and what game I might be playing. And if you want to see more of my content, just click the link down below to my YouTube channel. I upload all my streams there. You can watch the beginning of the Banner Saga series if you like, from the first game, or you can just, and if you don't want to do that, may ruin the story a bit for you, but you can watch from the beginning. I have uploaded 3 of the videos. One of them has been, unfortunately, had to be edited, as there was a little glitch, and for some reason it cut out a part of the video. But it's been bunny approved, so hey, that's great. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, guys. This is Wolfric54 howling out. Have a nice evening now. Bye.